Why on the beat?
What is up, YouTube? Let's talk about this great product from Exponential Essentials. It's called the TPAM, TPAM, install on a 3rd gen Tacoma. So what we're going to go over today is some install helpful hints, tips, and also a review on the product. So as you can tell, it's installed in the truck. And some of you may be wondering what these couple switches are here, which we'll go over here in a little bit. But let's jump into the install. So you got to take the faceplate here off, which is real easy. You just pull here on the side, and this plastic cover around your radio pops right out. And then what you want to do is you'll end up taking out the 4 screws for the radio that holds the radio in. And then down here, you'll want to pop this right here, so you can take your AC, start, 4-wheel drive, this section off right here, because you have to get down here to your 12-volt power source to wire up these couple USB ports, which are really nice. Charge your phone, iPad really fast. Really like them. So once you get all this stuff off, the first real pain is getting to this wire. But when you pop this off right here, there'll be 3 wires. You'll have a wire connected for your engine start, and there's a wire over here, I believe, maybe for the 4-wheel drive system, and then you'll have an AC wire. Pretty easy. Just unplug the back and you can take this whole piece completely off, which helps. And also they supply, let's see if we can get this, they supply these quick connects, which being an electrician for 20 years, I don't really like these, or unless it's a signal wire. They're okay to use, like I said, for a signal wire. Say you need a light source for your dash lights, so your switch lights up. That's fine. You don't have any load. So what I did is I went in the back here, unplugged this, pretty simple, but the wire's short. Cut it. I went ahead and butt spliced it, because also, we'll talk in another video, I was hooking up some stuff for the ARB compressor as well. So once you get that hooked up, they have you a nice little lead that comes up here, and a nice little notch in the back of this, so you can run your wire and hook up these USB ports. So once you get that done, you start putting everything back together. When you mount the radio back in, you'll have 2 support brackets. You'll have on the passenger side, you'll have a longer support bracket back here that's angled, which makes sense. It's pretty simple, straightforward to install. And you'll have another bracket on this side, because you don't want all the weight, which is a great design. You don't want all the weight on these little clips, because this piece, this plastic piece, really just pops right out. So with those brackets mounted, bolted in, and then you're going to bolt, you have 2 screws, one here on this side, and you'll have one over here on this side. It'll make sense when you install it, when you get it. Now, another pain is getting these brackets lined up with the screws that go down through here. So what I did is I took some lineman pliers. These are lineman pliers, and when I set it up, the passenger side fit no problem. The driver side was the issue. So I took them lineman pliers, I bent the bracket around, moved it around. I had to take, because now this bracket is bolted to this plastic piece here on your truck, as well as bolt it to the bracket. So you gotta pop this whole thing out a few times to get that bracket lined up. And then make sure you have the proper screwdriver to fit in here in this little hole on top. Make sure you have the proper size Phillips to fit in there. So once you get all that lined up and screwed in, not too bad at all. And then while I had everything apart, I went to Anytime backup camera, because I pull a trailer, an expedition trailer, and also I pull a trailer for stuff around here on the farm. So I have this switch is for my backup, Anytime backup camera. So moving forward and drive, you just flick the switch. Super easy install. I think it was it's just a plug and play into the back of the head unit. And then if you add for $7, I think this was 25, 35, something like that. And then they'll add in the wiring harness, this switch, which does your, this switch right here does your navigation, override your navigation. If any of you know, while you're driving, you cannot enter an address manually. You can do it over the voice recognition system in the truck, but you can't manually enter it. So by turning this switch on, that overrides that, which is awesome. Awesome feature. So I figured while I was in here, I'd go ahead and put this in. I got these switches off of eBay. I'll put in the description below, excuse me. And super easy to wire up. You got 2 leads that come off the wiring harness that they provide you. One goes to one switch, one goes to the other switch. Doesn't matter which way they go. Now they will also lead the little jumper out of the harness, came in the package, which kind of confused me a little bit, but after doing a little research, you can just throw that wire away. Or if you ever, if you don't want to use the GPS override, then the navigation override, then you can pull those wires out of the harness in the back and put that jumper back in. So pretty cool. So let's get on to the review. Love this thing. I mean, this thing is great. But a couple issues. We'll start with those. Couple issues. Number one, they didn't supply the screws to mount your ram mounts to their bracket, which was kind of strange. So I had to go to Lowe's and get some screws. And obviously, Lowe's, I couldn't find any screws that were painted black or anything. So you could paint them, but then screwing them in, you're going to scuff them up. So it'd be nice for them to supply these screws in black with the kit. That would be nice. And the other issue, like I was saying, was getting this lined up and bolted in was a pain, as well as hooking up the power and then supplying those quick connects for the power for the USB. But besides that, I would still definitely buy this thing. I mean, it is definitely a game changer to be able to put my phone here, put my iPad when I'm traveling, and then I have another one over here for my wife's phone, or actually it will fit my ham radio as well. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe, please like, more videos to come. Thank you.